Hey,
Good
what up,
morning.
fish people? Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics. So, here
I'm
we
so
are.
glad it's Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics. I
And Miss Danny is
over
back.
here.
Well, I
Hello.
just got so used to streaming by myself that,
So used to streaming by
or
yourself.
introducing my special guests, which last week it was Miss Foxanne.
Yes.
We had a
You
good
act,
time.
you act like I did left you for weeks on end. I have to say before we start this stream.
Oh, first, hey, I'm cutting you off right there. First, we're going to say hellos to everybody before you go whatever you think you're going to do. PNW Aqua, what's going on? There's Mr. Eugene. Hello. Lando. Hello. Carol Cox, good to see you. Mr. Roland Holtz, how are you, sir? Lisa NJ. Man, Lisa. Lisa was kind enough to send me a beautiful good luck before our Eagles Vikings game. And she is a very good winner, I'll have to say. Anyway, good win, Lisa. Adam McReynolds, what's going on? There's Mr. Atkins, Nature Aquariums. Mr. Ian in the house. Pass and win, what is going on? I was doing a little bit of that Monday.
Ken
Paul McCarthy,
survived.
what's going
He
on?
had survived the anal invasion.
Leo, what's up, dude? Long family show. George RB3, what is going on? Miss Monica, I haven't seen you in quite a while. Aqua designed by MLT. Good to see you. Dennis Christensen, what's going on, buddy? Window Liquor, what's up? Victor Coco, good to see you. Mr. Bill Meyer, always a pleasure. Boy, they're popping in faster than I can keep up tonight again, Danny. Rico Stan, what's going on?
Lisa's like,
Rico, look
over.
at it. I found a young Rico shirt. Danny brought it back to me. Anyway, Nathan Hovey, Byron Volman, good to talk to you today. And I think I'm getting Kalish. Good evening, or Miss Amisa.
KJE Aquatics.
Mr. Keith, how are you? Miss Dee Dee is in the house.
Did you
Mark
say hi to
Sturleson.
Byron?
Yep, I said hello to Byron.
Okay. Okay.
Good day, Craig. So I've only got one. Everything went perfect. They only found one polyp on me, and perfect. But my question to anybody in the medical field, why must we feel the need to send a person with a love pack with 22 different angles of your asshole and
It
all the
isn't an
stuff going?
apple, Ken.
Whatever,
It's
man.
a
It's
colon.
and what is connected to the colon?
So it's different.
My bunghole. Okay, so
Hey.
who thinks I want the 22 different poses of my colon? I wanted to forget about it. You know what I mean? That's just too much to handle. But yeah, I did the pills, guys. If you ever have to do one, pills are it. It's just pop down 12 pills while you're drinking. I drank a gallon of water per episode, and believe me, I didn't have 1 ounce of that stuff left by the time. I mean, I did not know that as old as I am, things could still come out with that kind of PSI. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. It was bad. Anyway, guys, but I'm glad my little love bug is back. Um, I survived pretty well on frozen foods, and I did very well. So, Danny, how was your trip?
Stephen P says, Kenny, somewhere on a doctor's coffee table is a beautifully arranged scrapbook of your colon.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. No, trip was great. And I did not know that they held the Twilight Festival in Forks, Washington every year. Had no idea. Got to partake. I was a little surprised by that. And But when upon my return, I went over and I visited my mother. My mother said, Kenny said Danielle didn't think of me at all. There is no food at the house for me.
Not a Twinkie one, no milk, no cookies, nothing. I had nothing of nutritional value here.
There were filet mignon steaks, chicken, hamburger. All he had to do was thaw something out and cook it. And oh my gosh.
Hey, I had pizza and I had Totitos with Swiss cheese on top with Parmesan when it comes out. Oh, to die for.
Stephen P. Forks is a real town, and the Quileute Reservation, they have a no vampires sign there, and they say treaty line right at the edge of the reservation. And we happen to be in the campground that's on the Quileute Reservation, and so it was very fun.
Hence, Stephen, why they made sure Dad stayed at home. I mean, think about it.
What are you talking about?
Because you didn't want me to ruin your trip to the Coolio reservation.
Quileute.
Because I couldn't have crossed that line, right? I mean,
right. Oh yes, I forgot.
Although I'd be a sorry vampire.
So they had Alice from the Twilight series there, the original Victoria, Peter. They were signing autographing pictures of themselves, and people could go up and talk to them and everything. And they had different actors doing different scenes in the movie, and they were in different areas, and it was really, really cool. My daughter was stalked by Lamont, and Lamont was giving her the evil eye and creeping up on her, and she's like, we have to go, there's this dude's really creeping me out.
So there's the second reason they're glad they left Dad at home, because I would have told that guy, hey, check it out, you think the werewolves or something? I said, mess with my daughter one more time, pal, you're gonna see what the hell a werewolf. It's called a devil dog, yo. All right, keep going.
So Ken starved to death while I was home because he couldn't defrost anything. So anyway.
Hey, crash diet. There's positives that came from this. I went into the colonoscopy weighing 215. I come out of it this week weighing, what did I say, 204?
Yep.
11 pounds, boys and girls, 1 week. Don't think you want me to do a videotape on this diet. Trust me.
Lady Diane says, but no cookies.
No cookies. No. Here's all the no's. No, there was no Twinkies, no cookies, no Pringle chips, no little fattening Kipper snacks.
He loves his Kipper snacks.
Half of it's my fault. On Wednesday was it Wednesday night or Thursday night? It must have been Wednesday night. I gonna make some popcorn, man. But first I was making my dinner, so I was heating up a can of soup. So I poured some soup in and put it in there, and then 3 seconds into it, zap! All of a sudden I see all my fish tanks out there go out in sequence. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, it's like, oh my God. So anyway, thought I just kicked the switch, went in and kept messing with the switch. Switch is completely dead, I find out. So anyway, I had to, Thursday morning before going to work, had to hurry up, emergency move tanks and all, and start mad moving extension cord everywhere placement. And got everybody running, ran out the door, and came home that night to a bunch of plecos had passed because of air loss. We lost power on most of the upstairs. It was just a mess. But I've got everything dialed in. We could actually afford fans now. Me and Dani each got a fan, which is good. So we haven't kicked the switch. But the funny thing is, the garage people came in, did an amazing job. We're waiting on our construction guy to come back and redo the seal and stuff. I think he's waiting on me and Danny to tell him they're done or whatever. But the guy just skedaddled. I was planning on paying him that night when I got here, and nothing. I emailed him, hey, my wife said final invoice, we're ready to pay you. Nothing. It's been 3 days now. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. So.
But yeah, they did a great job. And it's this big old lumpy door is quieter than our last door.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was really quiet. It's beautifully quiet. It's amazing. But we now have a 9-foot garage door. Yay!
So now, because we're like Bert and Ernie, we now have to go and get all the stuff that she's kind of sporadically put throughout the whole entire house. We got to fit it all in there real quick, and then we got to put the boat in. And I mean, I got a funny feeling knowing my wife, I probably got about 3 inches aside. How many inches did you leave me?
I didn't leave you inches. I left you feet.
We'll see. If you like, we'll see about that. Feet.
So Lisa NJ says, Kenny, 2 weeks ago just put out 12 grand to have my circuit box replaced and more amps to house. Every plug and switch replaced. Now the roof is in 2 weeks. Wow.
Yeah, we've got to get that done, and then I'm really going to get a reliable heat source where it's not this stuff in the ceilings. Although I'm going to try something this winter. Me and Danny learned something this past winter that if we do turn our heat up, I think the electric bill actually went down a little bit from what we were used to. Problem is for Danny, now she wants to run the AC in the middle of winter along with the heat that I'm running because she's dying if it's super hot in her room.
He could just let me open a window.
So I'm really considering moving our Gymnogeophagus into the bed next to us because they like colder water anyway. and probably going to bring the axolotls back because we always have air in that room no matter what. So John Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics, buddy. Good to see you. He says, hey, fish family.
Member for 29 months.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
He's probably one of the first 10 people out there.
The originals. Yeah.
Yep.
The originals.
The originals.
Yep.
Lady Diane, how's it going? There's Mr. Skipper. Mark Sterelson, good day, sir. Stephen White from Spain is here. Anna McReynolds. Hey, guys. We've been trying to keep up with chat. Dani, you know how she is when she gets on a tangent.
Tangent.
Now, did you tell them about your experience with that plankton?
Oh, so I got to see the coolest thing. So at the beach one night, we went out way after dark. We waited a few hours and we went out to the beach and we went to Rialto Beach, which is on the Quileute Reservation. And we were looking out past the rocks and the whole thing was glowing. And it's this plankton. It's bioluminescent plankton that comes up and it gets like agitated when it's crashing on the rocks. But that whole area would just glow. And we got some really cool pictures of it. But it was super neat to go watch.
You know what?
What?
I just noticed StreamYard is finally getting with it. We're seeing our member people's in the StreamYard chat tonight. That doesn't normally happen. Oh. Anyway, Lisa NJ, now that I've interrupted her story, well, thank you so much. 31 months as a member. She goes, man, I'm getting old. Wow, I'm getting old. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, Lisa NJ says, Dani, there's a video of dolphins swimming in it. Yeah, this stuff was really, really cool. And it looked kind of greenish in with my naked eye, but when we took a picture of it, it looks really purple. But it looked like there were lights underneath the ocean and making the ocean glow out there. It was super, super cool. And it was a sight to behold. I loved it.
To me, all it was. I won't go there, but it reminded me of it's my Viking season. This perfectly purple. This as it's sinking into the ocean.
Whatever. Shut up. That's cool, Lady Diane. Yeah, I had seen pictures of my daughter showed me the pictures of the luminescence. And she showed it to me before we went on this trip. And she goes, I want to get up in the middle of the night one night and go down to the beach and watch this or look for this. And we did, and we were hoping that we could have the Aurora Borealis going at that point, and as well as the bioluminescence. And then the stars were so bright and you could see the Milky Way. And I was just like, oh, the whole thing was just quite an experience. But the only part I didn't get to see was while we were there was the Aurora Borealis. That did not happen while we were there. But it was gorgeous, just gorgeous. And the fish up there that are swimming in the streams, they're not allowing any fishing in the Olympic National Forest lakes up there. They're trying to get all the populations of the native fish up. And you could see baby salmon swimming all over in these lakes and rivers and things. It was a sight. It was really, really, really cool.
Oh, Kayla says, could be worse. You could be a Raiders fan. Then later down, she says, I hate my team. Oh, Lisa NJ just gave you a link. See, there's a link, Dani. So she must have something. I don't know if it might be for what you were talking about, your plankton stuff.
Yeah. This is the link, Dani. Okay, thank you. I will copy. Save as. All right. Desktop save. All right. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah.
Cinder block stands. Now, listen, if you're not somebody that wants to put thousands of millions of dollars into a tank stand and you want to have a good, sturdy, as you can see, you can double stack them like that. I mean, what is that, Dani? Maybe less than $40, 50 maybe?
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, those things are solid.
Solid. And the nice thing about them is that you can make them any heights you want. You can lower them. You can make them as long as you want. I mean, it's a good deal.
Earthquakes hit, you're screwed. But other than that, it's good. Coral Works, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know exactly if it was the plankton or the algae that was glowing out there, but it was in the ocean, and I think it was the plankton. Not 100% sure.
Oh, Coral Works says he thinks that the link is for the dolphins and the Mystic algae.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, it was a sight to behold. It was really, really neat, very unusual. And it's so cool to watch things happen in nature that just blow your mind.
What's up, Mr. Ryan? Did I say hello to Ryan? Yeah, I did. Sage, how are you? Melvin, what's going on, bub?
Sage, anchor everything. So Lady Diane says, hang on. Lady Diane says, Daniken, I'm going to have to put a block stand together for all these Vienna gups I pulled out of the pond today.
They are prolific.
Yes.
And they are jumpers. Do not ever ever, I mean, ever put Viennas next to another strain. I'm telling you, they are wandering little fish.
Even if they're 2 tanks over, because they'll jump. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they're.
ridiculous.
Oh, I'm like, oh, my wife what's the matter? I mean, we got rid of Viennas like months ago, and I still finding Viennas in this house. I'm like,
It's true. It's
I'm putting
true.
them up there with duckweed almost now. I mean, there's just if you're someone that's really tighty, keeps a nice tight lid on all your tanks, you'll be fine. But unless you keep a little hole in the back, he'll probably figure out how to do like a ninja thing and climb up the cord to the next tank.
Maybe.
Ninja move down and into your next tank. I mean,
Lady Diane says I learned that already.
yeah, that's crazy. We've kept the only ones that are worse than them are probably these new Gimba Ruba. How do you say it, Danny? Ginga Ruba?
Yeah, Gingaruba. Boy, those are the
They're
prettiest
so
guppies.
pretty, but man,
Gorgeous.
I've been picking them out of my Bloody Mary tank for like 2 days. Thank God I've learned to go shrimp, guppy shrimp. But I mean, problem is, a big mama guppy gets into shrimp tank. Most babies disappear in less than a week if you don't catch them in time.
Lady
So
Diane says, "See the short I put up, all the males."
yeah, we love that line.
That was so pretty. Very cool. But I'm glad we're not doing Vienna guppies anymore. So,
As part of the painful process, we are downsizing our fish house. Well, downsizing tanks probably going up. I don't know what 1,000 gallons, and yeah. but we are in our minds going down. As long as
yeah.
our minds think we've went down, we're good.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get rid of some of these albino plecos. Yeah, we need to do that. We need to make some hard decisions for
Yep.
sure.
We did a test run right before she left on her trip, and we managed to agree on convicts out of these 80 plus tanks. That is her and I now, mind you. It was about a 40-minute process of us going, hmm, hmm, and next tag, hmm.
Skipper's Aquarium says, "Damn, and I wanted some." I talked to Lady Diana.
Yeah, Lady Diana's got them.
Yep, that's the thing. Fun, fun, fun. But yeah, it was a really good trip. We got to, I mean, I ran into elk, raccoon, wild pigs. Um, Goodness, we didn't see any bear this trip. That was the first time we haven't seen bear in a really long time. But we saw whales. Um, what's some of the other? I mean, we saw some really cool stuff. Like we came around a corner on one of the hikes, and there was a herd of elk, and literally they were from me to the room across the hallway. I mean, they're just like within 10, 15 feet. It was like, oh, I didn't want to run into you. So back up a little bit. And there was a great big giant bull elk sitting there just chewing away in the grass. He was
Oh,
laying down, but he kept watching us and flicking his ears at us. And
no, the
then,
next step from that when they go chink, and then he stands up and is boom.
see, I was afraid that was going to happen because there was people that were getting closer and closer and closer to take pictures, and we left that area. And shortly after that, I saw a ranger, and I said, "There's some people back there getting really close to the elk." She goes, "I know, I heard about it," and she had a great big air pistol gun with that shoots like either darts or I don't or or rubber bullets, maybe. Anyway, so she was going up there armed to deal with it. Oh, Heather Edwards says banana slug. Yes, my
Oh my.
poor daughter
Oh
had
my God.
unfortunate incident. So those of you that watch our stream know that my daughter has a massive fear of slugs and snails. And there was one about, no, it must have been a foot long. And we were on the way to the bathroom, and all of a sudden she starts high prancing like a horse. And, and she's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, and she points down and she runs into the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so when we came out, she goes, Clay's gonna walk by there. Clay's gonna step on it. Clay's gonna bring it into the tent on his feet. And I just know it, and then she's like, I'm never gonna be able to sleep. And I mean, she's almost in mass hysteria. And so I grab a stick and I put it under the slug and and I flicked it towards the bushes. Apparently this slug must have launched like 30 feet in the air, because I go, where did it go? And all of a sudden then it goes plop into the bushes. And these people are watching me in horror as I flick this slug and put up into the air. But you know what? Heather was able to sleep that night.
Oh.
Kimberly Holt says, glad you had a good trip, but I missed you. Well, I wish you could have been there because it was amazing. So Nathan Hovey says, so I didn't think it would be easy to fix the primer button on a Marineland canister filter. 8 screws and it's fixed. It was stuck down, so I cleaned the plugs washer thingy. Well, that's good. Ken's been working on the FX 6s because one of them went kaplooey while I was gone. Lisa and Jay says, new Olympic sport, slug flicking. You know what? I am a major pro at this sport already.
Okay. Right there, we had reason number 4 and 5 why they didn't take that. Okay. Number 4, when she was talking about all the peaceful wildlife and blah 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 blah, in the middle of the night, blah blah blah, and there'd be a 50-year-old man out there going, oh, oh, trying to get a rise out of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? So that probably would have made the campers upset, having Dad doing that at 12 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I mean.
Instead, we actually had the weirdest sounding thing happen in the middle of the night. It was like a scream. And then it was like, ah, 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 ah. And I'm like, what is that noise? And we knew it wasn't a coyote. We're used to hearing those. We knew it wasn't elk. We were used to hearing those. What is screaming in our campground? And so the next night, it started the noise in the next campsite over. So me and my daughter go over there. We've got flashlights. She's got this high-powered laser beam kind of flashlight, and I've got this little Dollar Tree Jenko one. And I'm over there looking on the ground, and
oh my
she's
God.
looking in the trees, and then it goes. She catapulted that thing 30 feet in the air for real. And I really did. But anyway, we found out the screaming thing was an owl of all things. It made the most ungodly noise. Lisa and James wants to know, Kenny, do you knock on trees too?
Lisa, taking a log through a tree is kind of like tools section, so I think we know the answer, all right? Because, I mean, there's a lot of things that could go wrong there, all right?
Yeah, the worst thing about the whole trip was they had a campfire ban. So we weren't able to have s'mores up until the very last night. They lifted the ban on Friday afternoon. So Friday night, we got to have our campfire. But oh my goodness. Lisa and Jay Screech Owl. I don't even know. It was brown with speckles. Because Heather caught it in her high beam light flashlight. It was crazy. Poor Heather. Just like she catapulted it 30 feet. You should have seen the look of horror on this
Oh my God.
lady's face that she was walking by when I did it. She didn't know what I was doing. She was looking at me like, what are
Oh
you
my
doing?
God.
And then I go, fling! And
Danielle,
she just what?
I'm telling you, I'm glad it worked out like that because you probably would have given me a heart attack on this stream talking about it. Had that thing just catapulted, just kind of smacks her forehead and sticks to her nose or something where the tentacles she could see from each
I
eye.
think
Oh my God, she
I
would have
think
killed
she
you.
would
She
have
would have
killed
killed
me.
you.
She would have
Oh,
killed me.
oh
Either
my
that or she
God.
would have died on the spot.
Oh my
Seriously.
God. You never would have got her camping ever again.
Victor Coco says owls are very prehistoric.
She'd be like, Dad, when are we going camping? Because she knows this, I'm going to pull up in like an Airstream or something. And be like, yeah, let's go camping, man.
Well, then
Hook up,
my daughter
pull up.
knows no fears. What?
I was just going to say, pull up, put my direct TV dish up, pointing the right way. So at least have my internet going, we're good.
There was one night the people in the camp. Now, number 77 had, I think, 5 different people stay in that campsite while we were there, and every one of them was terrible. But I think it was night number 2 or 3 that some lady was over in that campsite, and she is talking so loud, and it's like almost it was after midnight, I think, and she's talking and talking and talking and talking and carrying on like the entire campground was interested in what she was saying. Not so. My daughter undoes the window. She sticks her head right up to the screen in the window of the tent, and she's like, shh. It's universal. And she zips it shut, and all of a sudden, dead silence.
How is there somebody that close to you? How tight do they have these sites? That somebody's that close?
They were like 30, 40 feet away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She must like, now I got a bat picture in my head, her like low crawling with part of the tent on her. It gets up because you said she put it right on the screen. So that's the first thing I'm picturing her low crawling. Uh-oh, Danny. Did you mute yourself? I have no sound either. I got nothing. Nope. Hold on. Test. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear me or Danny. Okay, they hear me, but not you. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Skipper, for the $10 super chat. He says the plants are doing awesome. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we have, Jess. Poor Danny doesn't know you guys can't hear her. They can't hear you. They hear me, but they don't hear you, and I don't hear you. But you just had it. Put it back up to your face now. Say something. Nothing. But when it was down on the thing, you could hear you. Strange.
What about now?
Perfect.
Okay.
You must have muted something somehow.
I think so. I got so excited there for a while. I think I hit something.
There you guys go. Sorry about that. God, that was almost like a rookie move.
Well, I got excited and I slapped something.
You think I care?
I just need to be less animated, I guess.
Yeah, that's going to work good with me.
Jess Ballin says, Danielle, I sent you a friend request. I want to add you on Pokemon Go.
Uh,
I hear you're an avid player. Yes, yes, I am. I will accept that when I get off of here. I play all the time. In fact, my daughter was very angry at me because Wednesday night we needed to go raiding. So we drove into Forks and we raided in Forks.
where there's known vampires hanging out.
Yeah. No vampires.
Just saying.
And then what was really funny is they had like a fire danger sign, where it's green, yellow, orange, and red. And it was vampire danger just inside the Quileute borderline. And it was saying vampire danger is high today. Oh, it was so fun. It was really fun. Cool, cool, cool. So now I've got to get back now that summer's winding down. I will be back into fish mode.
Fish mode.
Fish mode.
Boating season is over.
Although I applied for a new job and I'm hoping that I got it.
So,
So, but didn't see anything in my emails. No offers. No, I don't know. I'm I hope I get it. But if I didn't get it, the interviews went so well that I think I'm going to continue to apply. Lady Diane says, I need a fishing trip. Well, I bought my daughter a new fishing pole and reel while we were gone. That was for her birthday. Her birthday's next week. So I got her one, but they closed all the lakes. It's all catch and release only, and you can only use our books. What?
just the luck, man. It's just the way the luck is, man.
I know. So then we tried to fish in the ocean, and apparently we were actually on the riverside, which also was closed for fishing. So we were actually fishing illegally. But Kenny and I went out today to try to catch salmon. Yeah, unsuccessful.
They were there though. It wasn't.
Yeah, we saw them. They were jumping and like literally right next to the boat.
Big ones. But we saw the only thing it was I thought it was a little early for because I guess it's been 15 days, but we already started to see some of the ones that have made it all the way up and now are drifting back down dead. It's like wow, it's only like what is it, the 17th today, 16th?
It's the 17th.
17th. Okay.
Yep. So Skipper says, Dee Dee, can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, all these people are talking about the Clash.
Lady Diane said, happy birthday, Heather. And Heather's like, thank you, Lady Diane. Mm-hmm. That girl can type faster than just about anybody I've seen. Her fingers
That's
fly.
scary. Well, she right now probably composing like 22 million emails, and I was watching her work one day. It's called her other job in the same company. It's like, wow. She can just tap that stuff through it, and it's like, man.
Passing Wood said, at Daniken, a new game like Pokemon Go just came out, Monster Hunter. I can't do any other games. I need to start concentrating on my fish again. I have 2 paludariums to do. I have 2 cubes to do.
So her fish room behind her is probably going to change here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure it will. Well, I know
Oh
we're
man.
getting rid of that one. And this one's going bye-bye. This will turn into a 125 gallon instead of a 75. So the 55's going downstairs, 55's going downstairs, and 55's going downstairs, right, Kenny?
Yeah. Yep.
I think. So anyway,
Lots of change coming.
yep. Kenny and I have a lot of work to do. Lots of work.
The older you get, the worse it is on you.
Well, we have 3 big tanks out in the garage that need to come in. So we can put the boat in the garage. And Ken's like, hey, you can park the truck in the garage. Well, no, because the fish tanks are there and your truck doesn't fit. It's too long. Now, if the fish tanks were gone out of there, then it'd be another story. Plus, I think it's a 175 gallon that we've got sitting in front of the house.
Acrylic.
Yeah. Skipper Aquariums, me too, Dee Dee, to meet friends and more important to me. Oh, is more important to me. True, 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 Skipper. Nathan Hovey says, I need to find a spot for the 60 gallon I just got a couple of weeks ago so I can get it off the floor. Boy, we know that.
A time or two, huh?
Yeah.
Mine's running, I think, a little tad slower than yours.
What's running slower?
My chat.
Oh, what are you on?
Mm.
Are you on StreamYard?
Yeah.
So am I. So I don't know why yours is running slower. Lady Diane says, it's so fun. I'm still thinking about the Triple Crown. I so enjoyed meeting you. And I still have my little angel you gave me. I
Then
love
there's
my angel.
Miss Adele coming in. How you doing?
Hi, Danica. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Yes. Yes, we did. I drove home yesterday and got to see Kitty. He's so cute. It's the starving one. So today I made him steaks and cheddar broccoli rice for dinner because apparently my cooking was missed.
It was. We'll just leave it at that.
Poor starving Kenny. It just cracks me up that there was a whole freezer full of meat and things to cook. And I have all kinds of side dishes in the pantry.
Didn't think to look there. I was just looking in the fridge, man.
Yeah, there wasn't much in the fridge. I will give you that. Collaboration of Curiosity says, did you have fun hugging trees, Danny? LOL. Yes. Yes. The trees out there are so funny. They grow in like a chain because like a tree will fall and then new trees pop up on the log as it decays, and then these new big trees. But it's funny because they're all chained together. It's really quite cool to look at.
I don't think I would like being a tree. in those situations. I mean, can you imagine you're probably like this and you're just like this and you can't move and oh, that would drive me crazy, man. And it oh, for like 900 to a million years, it's like, man.
You're so funny,
Oh,
Kenny.
look at I'm the last tree. I'm saved. All the rest of you just got cut down. Amen.
Whatever. Dee Dee's Fish Den says, Kenny thinks food has to jump out at him. My hubby wouldn't cook if I was gone either.
I did cook. I cooked grilled cheese and tomato soup one night. I grilled taquitos in my air fryer the next night. Then right before they're done, I put Swiss and then let that go for another minute, and then I smother it in Parmesan, and then I put pecani sauce to the side. Oh man, it was heaven. I did that like twice, maybe 3 nights she was gone. That was really good. And then I did a couple frozen pizzas. And
Lady Diane says, Stan made pizza for us tonight. He loves to cook. And Adele says, air fryer doesn't count, Kenny.
well, then I guess I didn't cook much. Well, I did bake a pizza, so.
I do love my air fryer though. I get some good, like it makes the most perfect pork chops ever. What?
I think I'm smelling something. Did you leave any burners on?
The barbecue grill's still probably going.
All right, I'm gonna go cover it.
Why? Let it burn out.
What if it burns something down out there?
Oh darn. COC said, I made bacon in the oven today. That's the best way to make bacon. It doesn't splatter all over your kitchen that way.
Yep. Especially you can cover it.
No, it's awesome. Awesome the way that cooks bacon. Nathan Hovey says, I think I've only had 2 meals from an air fryer. Oh my gosh. Perfect pork chops. 400 degrees. Let it preheat and all that to 400 degrees. 12 minutes. Flip it at 6. Done. Perfect. Juicy. So good. Cover it with your favorite seasoning. I like Mitchell Street from Penzies or their pork chop seasoning from Penzies. Both. Bomb.
And you don't want to go crazy at it like salt with that stuff. Especially the pork stuff that you was talking about, because that does have a little salt to it. So if you go heavy, when it juices in, it'll be really salty. So you probably want to go moderate at best.
The pork chop seasoning does. The Mitchell Street, I'm not sure has salt in it.
I don't think the Mitchell Street wasn't as aggressive with the salt.
Right. So it was super good. So yummy. Making me hungry all over again. I just ate.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. Dennis Christensen says, I agree. I had an air fryer pork chop tonight.
Yep.
So
supposedly, it's better for you because you're dripping all the grease out of that. But you would never know it by texture and it just remains
I just can't
juicy.
get over how juicy they are. Yeah.
And if I do have anybody that's just vegetarian, sorry if I were offended you, but yeah, I love me some meat sometimes.
Ooh, Dee Dee Finden. Guess I'm going to have to make my lettuce and mater sandwich. Yum. Lady Diane says, I haven't had meat in a month. Stop.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry, Lady Diane. I did not know. Yeah, so I brought Ken back his new uh
Yep.
shirt for tonight.
Keep believing.
So have you guys noticed a theme when I bring Ken t-shirts from other places?
See, and this is where her and I really think subliminally she wants me to start looking like this guy. I think she wants me to grow the beard, go back to the long hair, have like the 40s, midlife crisis, like hair here, pull it over to the side down with my beard look.
Ian says the best salad is cooked lettuce halves on the grill. I'm telling you.
Especially if they're like tomatoes out of your garden too. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
man. Just split those in quarter, just there you go,
how, was,
slice on.
how was that, Ken? He says, not too much though, just enough to char the edges, but not go soggy. Yep, that's true. Just to add a little char. What are you
Dale says,
laughing about?
hey, Dale says, primate style. Nobody was throwing anything at you when we were done. What are you talking about? Primate style.
So Chattanooga Ed says, okay, the tanks are all filled up.
Oh, God, he just scared me.
So Lady Diane says, Ian, I make those often. Grilled Caesar salad. Yum. Lady Diane, welcome back, Ed. How you doing, Ed?
And congratulations, Ed. I see your boys came back today. And I will say my Vikings are only one game out of first place right now. So we're not that bad right now. Just happens to be looking up at it right now. But other than that, we're good. What's the matter?
There's some picking going on in here.
So you must have two pairing off again.
I don't know.
All I have left to get out, I can get that one ready by tomorrow night if you need me to, if we figure out which two they are.
Roland says, good night, guys. Good week and fish keeping to all. Out.
See you
Bye,
later, Roland.
Roland. Chattanooga Ed says, thank you, Lady Diane. I was listening the whole time. And he says, I'm swell.
I'm swell.
You know, that has been a long time since I've had somebody tell me I'm swell. That's good.
That's kind of personal.
Why? As light as it, or as dark quick as it's been getting dark, I'm surprised we're not already getting dimmer in the evening.
It's kind of strange. It's actually borderline depressing. Means pretty soon we won't be off work in time to go fishing.
I know.
So we will be going, like you said, back to making this, back to the videos.
Yep. I think I might have some pairing off, but there's some issues going on in this tank. I need to do like some figuring out on what's going on. So there's two of them that I'm concerned about.
I think we should separate them. Well, that's your decision.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on.
Guarantee whatever it is, it's from aggression.
I think also too. I think a bunch of freshwater changes might help, like every other day type.
Well, if you don't get promoted, there you go. The positive is you're gonna get your angels breeding again now. We should get a tank for Congos too, because ours are wanting to breed bad.
I know.
Oh, that'd be fun. I don't think we've bapped those yet. Oh, we'll bap them at Willamette Valley.
Passing wind. Oh, the humanity of it. I can just hear the poor lettuces screaming while being flamed. Whatever. Lady Diane says, I'm being sarcastic if I say I'm swell. Oh, just swell.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
What?
I went back like this and I thought this, which was in this shirt, I didn't realize I did it detag it. I remember I was cleaning algae on one of these takes. I don't think it was this one, but something. And I thought I had set the razor here. And when I leaned back, I thought I was done for. I thought I was.
God.
Well, the month I've been having.
Goodness, we didn't have
I don't know if y'all can see the bruise I got. I mean, it is bad, dudes. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
it is a bad bruiser.
I'm sorry, Kenny. You're so funny.
The older we get, the more weird stuff.
Chattanooga Ed says, I'm glad Kenny didn't just kill himself on the stream. So am I, Ed. So am I. It could be. But it was Lisa and Jay. False incident.
Yeah, we're safe, guys. It was cardboard. We're all right, man.
It wasn't a razor blade.
That's why we always tell my son and daughter, hey, if you're going to be bringing the kids, give us at least a couple days because me and Danny, I don't care how good a fish keeper you are, you get sidetracked when you're in your room. You'll set a razor here. You set something not safe for children on top, so you got to hurry up and go through and grandkid ready your fish room.
Lisa and Jay. Oh no, don't get a paper cut.
Lisa, you guys laugh, but you might have witnessed if it had been the right angle. YouTuber killed with paper clip in back and neck, killed sciatic nerve or whatever, that big one on the back of your brain. Beautiful scenery of my blood spraying all over this beautiful tank behind me.
Ken, so dramatic.
And Danny all of a sudden throws on tone look, time to get low, 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 low.
Oh my goodness.
How did we get there, Danielle? See what you do.
I know. Well, it was you. It was all you with your loose razors. I don't even know how these things happen with you. I mean, that really would have been an awful thought. I can't even imagine having that thought.
So if I die tonight, guys, you know who did it now. I mean,
whatever. Just let him inflict the pain upon himself.
I know she loves me and I love her, so we're neither one going away. I have it. Go ahead and get that one for him, Danielle.
Says I have a 20-gallon, pretty heavy planet, and every night a couple of fish seem to be struggling to get oxygen and are at the top, but are fine during the day. I have a sponge filter in it as well. What's happening?
You don't have CO2 at all running on it?
Probably not.
That's the first thing when I see gaspy fish, it's usually CO2 tank, man. My second question, if you don't have CO2, Nathan, is it a heavily duckweed top of the tank?
Yeah, that could be.
The one thing I'm going to tell you guys that Danny and I have learned very painfully several times on tanks, it is not healthy to have a solid layer of duckweed on top. It's got to be able to gas off. The duckweed's almost like a super Moultrie Glad bag. It will hold all the gases for them and sucks it back into it's nasty.
Well, and duckweed extracts oxygen from the water too.
Big time. Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. I agree with Lisa and Jay. Need some water testing. Lisa and Shay. Ah ha ha ha. Blame the price tag. Kenny at 7.
Oh, man. All right. Well, guys, we want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank all my members and our super chatters tonight. You guys are amazing. I want to thank all of our moderators and all you lurkers out there and all the replay crew. Got to tell you guys, appreciate you. We will be back same time, same place, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern next week. Head on over to Griffin Fish Room, hashtag Danny's back.
And window liquor number 5 had a great suggestion for Nathan. I just put an extra stone, air stone in, Nathan.
Yeah,
Good
there
suggestion.
you go.
Really good.
3G.
And 3G, thank you for the super chat.
No CO2, no floating plants. Ooh, Nathan, you have our email, buddy. Email us, and Danny or I will get back to you. All right, guys, we got to go. Don't want to stomp on Griff. See you guys. Thanks
Bye.
much.
Love you.
Love your fish.